Hey there guys, welcome to another video. Just wanted to preface this video with a quick bit of information. So my last video that I did on document scanning in iOS 11, apparently the sound dropped out after about 3 minutes or so. And I'm not sure what the reasoning is, but this seems to be a common issue with some of the videos. So I had an issue with a video in that I did a screen recording with my voice. And it happened in the document scanning video, as well as another video that I just recently uploaded on assistive touch. This seems to be a problem with iMovie on the Mac. I'm not sure why, but after 2 minutes, 30 seconds, after 3 minutes, it just drops the sound for whatever reason. There's not a problem with the actual video itself, it's just a problem with the program itself, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. I also tried iMovie on iOS, and the video goes in with no sound at all. So I'm not sure if this is an iOS problem with how those screen recordings are handled, or if this is a problem with the program iMovie on the Mac and iMovie on iOS. Anyway, just wanted to give you a quick preface on that, and I will be redoing the document scanning video now, so hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. All right, and on to the video. So, in the last video, I showed you how to scan a document using the Notes app, and just a reminder that the Notes, the document scanning for Notes will only work with iCloud Notes. So if you have another email address associated with your Notes, such as Gmail or Hotmail or Outlook, this option will not be available on those notes in particular. So we're going to go to our Notes app here, and I'm in a new note. So you'll see right above the keyboard, we have a couple different options as far as your font is concerned, your markup, and cell options, or table options rather. So we're gonna hit the plus button here, and then we have a couple of options that come up here. So what we're gonna do here is scan a document. So I'm gonna hit Scan Documents, and I'm just gonna move this out of the way so I can kind of give you the overview of what's here. So you have an option for flash, you have an option to change the color, and then you have an auto option at the top. So what we're going to do is we're just going to place the sample document right here. We're going to place it within view, and as you can see, it pulled up my hand there. But it does automatically do it. Now, if you're having trouble with it, what it'll do is it will actually, you'll have the option to actually press the shutter button if you wanted to. But it's really quick as far, if you have a clear view of the image, it'll take it really, really quick. Now, as you can see, it took a really good shot of this, and it is in color, so you can tell that it has all the colors from the page, as well as the blue ink that I used, which is really great. Now, if you want to change this to black and white or grayscale, you can just hit at the bottom. You have a couple different options here. So you have a crop option. So if you got more than you wanted, you can crop it, or you can crop out a part of the page if you need to. You also have the color options, which I'm going to go to in a second here. You also have rotation options. So if you take it at an angle, you can rotate it, whatever. You also have the trash option if you want to just trash it. At the top, you have your done option. You also have a retake option. So if you take a bad version of the document, you can retake it, which is great. So in the color options here, you see it's stuck to color. So we can change this to grayscale, and you can see it kind of reduces some of the colors into a much lighter color. Now, black and white is going to emphasize the image, and you can see that some of the lines don't look as clear anymore. And if you notice under right above pillar to post, you can see that the posts themselves are actually gone. And then if you hit photo here, it shows you as it would look as an actual photo. So in my opinion, I think the color on this one in particular looks great, but you may have documents such as a lease agreement or a legal document that may just need to be in black and white, and you want to make sure that you have the signature emphasized, so black and white probably would be the best. In this case, I'm going to keep color. Now, I'm done with this one, so I'm going to hit done. And then if you want to save it, now you have two here. So I have two. So the one that you can see the one that took with my hand in there. So I'm just going to erase that one. So I erased it, we're done. Now on this, I'm going to hit done. So we're going to save this one. And then I'm just going to hit save at the bottom right. So now that's saved. Now another cool thing here is you can also turn this into a PDF, and you can send it to whoever you need to. So if you hold down, you know what? Let me see here. Yeah. So you hold down and you'll come up with your scan document information. So you have more of those options that you had before, and then you have your action button or your send button, and you hit that, and then you have your options here. So you can send this in a message, you can send it via mail, copy to Dropbox, or any other apps that may be available to you here. Now, if I want to create a PDF, I'm going to create a PDF here, and then it pops up as a PDF. Now, you can send this to however you want to, just the same as you did before. So if I want to message this to someone, pop that in a message, and you can see it pops up as a PDF, which is great. Now, you can also mark this up. So this is in a PDF form, but you can mark this up with the markup tools, and you can do your pen here, pencil, whatever you want to do in here. You can also, erase that. So, all right, and so another great use of this of the document scanning is say someone sends you a now this is not necessarily document scanning, but one great thing is if somebody sends you, say, a form and you need to sign it, or you need to initial something or change something on it, this is a great tool. So what I have here is I'm going to scan a sample lease document, and this is great for, now you'll see it says position document in view, try to stay still, and it already took it. So there we go. All right, so this came up pretty good. Now, if you have a document that's a little bit folded or crinkled or that kind of thing, you're going to want to straighten it out a little bit, because it's going to, it takes the picture kind of prematurely, so you may need to flatten it out before you try and take it. So like I said, the great thing about this is if someone sends you this kind of a document, you can sign it, initial, change things on here. So I'll show you how to do that here. So I'm just gonna hit done here. All right, and then we're gonna save that one, and then I'm just gonna go into it here, and then I'm sorry, let me see here. You know what, let me go ahead and save it as a PDF. I don't believe there's an option to do this here, so we're gonna go ahead and create a PDF. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and mark it up here. All right, so we'll zoom in first. So, oops, okay, well, that worked out really, really well. Okay, so say we want to initial here. So we'll use our pencil, and I'll just initial right here. Okay, and say you want to cross something out. You want to maybe use the marker, maybe just mark it out. So, okay, that doesn't work very well. Let's see what else we got here. We have the pen. Does that work any better? Okay, that works a little bit better. Anyway, so you get the idea here. So we have, the markup options, which is great. So if you want to mark up the document and then send it back to whoever sent it back to you, you don't have to print it. You don't have to do any of that stuff. And, if you can zoom in and you can write pretty well with your finger, or if you have one of those pens or one of those touch pens kind of things, it would be great to use. So that's document scanning in iOS 11, and hopefully this helps you out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.